Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Linda, and this is For the Record, Your Honor. Welcome to Main Event Mondays. Did you miss the race Saturday? Need a refresher? Well, if so, you're in the right place. Here we will recap the heats and discuss all the main details and information of the main events that you need to know about the previous race weekend. So let's get into it. .250 Heat 1. Seth Hammy, of course, took the whole shot lead. The heat was pretty typical in rider status and positions held. At 2 laps left to go, the advancing lineup was Hammy, Hymas, Thrasher, Vial, Nice, Park, Colip, Rogers, Finesse. I don't really know how you pronounce his last name. And it looks like Rod Bell, HVAC, had to go to the LCQs. At the final lap, home state Hammy took P1. .250 Heat 2. All talk and eyes were on RJ Hampshire. RJ took the lead off the starting rip, but short-lived, and the steal was by Max Voland. Austin Forkner was holding place in 4th and 3rd towards the end of 3 minutes left. There was a battle for 9th, which was the last transfer position. Baker 350 and Miller 55. RJ and Max continued to fight for 1st, but at the checkered flag, Hampshire blasted through with the win. And the final advancing spot went to Clark. .450 Heat 1. Kickstart Kenny shocked everyone, buzzing like a yellow jacket, past the pack, taking the whole shot. Beta rider Oldenburg was showing great riding, control, and starts. Kyle Chiz was seemingly doing great, holding positions above the cut, where LCQ would not be needed, but last minute dropped and held 9th place, just making the main. Spectators and fans witnessed another battle between Dean Wilson and Dylan Ferrandis. Recent rumors of a possible rift between the two had come to play just days prior, which gave more speculation and rumors about how Dean's HRC fill-in hire may have lit a fire under his ass as he felt passed over for the spot and opportunity. Possibly sparks extra motivation on Dylan's side for these last few rounds. The race was leaving Ken Roczen fans stunned, as they all have been worried about him suffering multiple injuries and having disadvantages at the moment. And this was all because, well, he won the heat. And like I always say, when the guys are wearing pink, they do good. And well, that again had been shown to be true. Kenny shared on the mic interview that the whoops were far apart, loose, and tacky. When he got off air, he was seen going over to his best friend, Chase Sexton, and provided him with some tips before the heat race. .450 Heat 2. Cowboy Aaron Plessinger.
Let's go, boy.
Took the lead. It was a sneaky inside move and takeover. Beta rider Big Boy Benny was doing good, holding 6th and 7th place at times on and off. Around 3 minutes left in the heat. The rundown was AP in P1, followed by Sexton, Jay Coop, Savachi, Mookie, Benny, McElrath, Harlan, and Harmon. With 3 laps left, Jay Coop took the lead and front from Plessinger, slingshotting off the corner while speeding up in the long straight path that just gave him the perfect right amount of speed and power. Once again, pink magic does its thing. The final lap arrived and the heat concluded as follows: Jay Coop, AP, Chase, Mookie, Joey, and McElrath. Now, I don't like to exclude the youths. This is an impressive and dangerous sport. Skill and luck is needed. I like to showcase and give credit where credit is due, and these young guys of SMX Next deserve some notoriety as well. This was for the national championship, and these riders are the future of the sport. Prior to the race, the broadcast discussed Team Dunlap crew and the SMX Next program, as well as what it all entails. The top 5 riders in this race were number 600, Fordostrov, 257, Turner, 18, Gordon, 492, Hartz, and 21, Temmerman. Jason Thomas took to the mic to explain some recent events regarding Rider 600, who won and led the entire race, stating 600 has had his fair share of mechanical issues and crashes throughout the year, but seems to have great starts. Feeling vindicated, the stadium was filled with high hopes for this 18-year-old. Congratulations. The 250 LCQ had some notable moments right off the start. We saw a big crash, HVAC Rod Bell struggling, 142 Myers rocking a 6 Steelers gear design, and a hometown boy from Greensburg, Pennsylvania, Vinny LeVay, 437, led the race. Overall, in the end, the win went to Haiden Shiv. Vinny took second, and third was Bryce Kelly. Rod Bell just made the cut to go to the main, being in 4th place. 450 LCQ. Freddie Noreen, 33. Scott Meshy crashed, and there was some battles for that last transfer, ending with Noreen in first, followed by Hand, Morans, and Harlan. 250 main. Everyone was hyped up about East Coast champ RJ Hampshire and red plate holder Seth Hammaker, but it was Nate Thrasher who took the whole shot, followed by Tom Vial and Max Voland. Hammy working his way up as Austin Faulkner crashed and his airbag released. Meanwhile, with 10 minutes left to go, HVAC Rod Bell was struggling in 15th. Hampshire was suffering 4 seconds in distance behind the leader, Nate Thrasher. Things became intense as pit board crew members even started yelling at the lappers to move and get out of the way. With 3 minutes left in the race, I was like, where's Hymas? He was in 6th place. At this point, I also noticed from position 11 on, we're all down a lap. This included Rod Bell in 14th and Faulkner now in 16th. RJ then crashed, lost the position. Vial woke up and somehow managed to steal first from Thrasher. The main event ended with Vial breaking the curse and Nate in second and Voland's first podium in 3rd place. On to 450 main, the big dogs. A battle started right at the gate. Kenny was fast off the rip. AP was looking good, and we had a leader lineup of Webb, Chase, Kenny, AP, J. Coop, and Ferrandis. Out of nowhere, Benny Bloss was down a lap, but no idea what happened. No mention on the broadcast and no visual on air. AP and J. Coop switched places, where Justin Cooper was then all set to steal and pass Roxon. While making that pass, the tension between Webb and Sexton heated up more, where nerves came to play as Chase went off the track for a second due to cross rut and going sideways. AP and Ferrandis battled. Dean Wilson, was giving his all to land a top 10, but was clearly struggling with arm pump. But at the end, he did reach his goal. I wondered about Christian Craig. He was very fast in qualifying, but was P14 during the race at 6 minutes left. I figured he clearly just got fatigued. Going back to the lead battle, the pressure never lifted. Chase and Webb were going for it. Webb ultimately answered the question we were all waiting to see, took the checkered flag, then rocked the baby to sleep in reply to Chase's "Who's your daddy now?" finger banging. Finger banging. After that spectacle and laugh in the interview, Cooper showed true class and good sportsmanship, complimenting Chase, saying that Chase is one hell of a competitor. Chase returned the favor in remarks, saying how he gives much credit and respect to Webb, as every time he put some pressure on Cooper, he never made a mistake. So overall, it was great racing.